Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a monster review on Grakon. And I want to start by giving a huge thanks to one of our members, Liam, for donating and allowing me to get Grakon immediately. Because if you have the golden pass, you essentially get this monster right off the bat. So huge thanks to Liam, and I will be able to rank this monster up to rank 3. And then I have plenty of nature cells, which I'm going to take him potentially to rank 4. I haven't decided yet. Essentially, I thought I was going to get this monster free to play and I was going to take him to rank 3 anyhow because I have plenty of cells to rank him up, but I'll figure that out later on. For now, let's showcase this monster at level 100. Welcome to a monster review on Grakon. So let's get into it. Evolving trait. Unranked, this monster is going to have tough. If you can take him to rank 3, you'll be immune to possession, and then he really shines when you take him to rank 5 and he has the dodge area trait, which is currently one of the best traits in the game. But we're not talking about rank 3 and 5, we're talking about unranked. Alright, so let's get into his skills. Change skills. We have Bloody Roots. Activates all cooldowns on all enemies, applies beauty to all enemies. It's pretty straightforward. You have to run an AoE cooldown activated. It is still one of the best ways to deny enemy monsters, especially if you know for a fact they don't have any skills that have a 0 cooldown, or if their 0 cooldown skills are weak. On top of that, it also applies bleeding, which reduces damage output by 10%, and it also reduces damage output by 20%, and will also damage the monster over time. Moving on, we also have, applies curse to an enemy, not worth running. Boric Acid deals moderate fire damage. Keep in mind this is a nature monster with a fire-based attack, and it also burns and poisons all of the enemy monsters, and only on a 1-turn cooldown. That is fantastic. Be sure to run Boric Acid. I love when a denier also has DLT damage, because let's face it, if a denier only has a deny skill and nothing else, they're kind of useless, right? But if they can deny, if they have support, if they have DLT, they are phenomenal. So let's run Boric Acid. We also have, how do you say this? Fabanga? Deals heavy nature damage to an enemy, applies stun twice. Applying stun twice is super useful because nowadays a lot of monsters have tough, harden, bulwark, a combination of everything. So being able to land an effect twice is super useful. It's also very nice that this is single target because there's lots of dodge area monsters, right? If you face a rank 5 Grakon himself, being able to double stun a single target is good, so you can target those dodge area monsters. Unfortunately, against Wormlad, it won't help because Wormlad actually has the Celestial trait, so he's actually immune to stun. Nonetheless, we will be running this and we will be replacing the single burn and poison. I like that it's no stamina, no cooldown, but I don't think you're really going to be relying on that skill too much. So let's run the double stun and let's see what else this monster has. So Curse we went over. Roots activates all cooldowns on one enemy, gives 1 extra turn to itself. How fantastic is that skill? Literally, if we scroll back up, what I was talking about dodge area, the bad thing about Bloody Roots is if you activate the cooldowns on everyone and there's a dodge area monster, that monster is not going to get the cooldowns activated. However, if you activate Roots, you can literally use Roots on the monster that has dodge area, activate cooldowns, and then do your AoE cooldown activated. Now everyone, the cooldowns are active. Another cool thing about this is if you activate Roots against a monster that has anticipation, you could potentially shut down that monster even though you trigger anticipation, and then you can go on and do the AoE cooldown activated. So that's a little nifty thing you can do as well. We're going to replace Copper Sulfate. I don't think you need this. It's AoE burning and poison. No stamina cost, 1 turn cooldown, but I think you're better off with this skill set right here. You have a DOT already, burn and poison. It does have a hefty 31 stamina cost compared to 0, but I think that's better in my personal opinion. Now, I guess it would depend, right? If you are facing opponents and you look at their relics and they all drain stamina, I think you better go off with Copper Sulfate. But if they don't drain stamina, I think you could use Boric Acid instead. I don't know, maybe we'll have to see. It depends on his relic slots the more I think about it. Because essentially they both burn and poison. This monster is going to be a denier, so it's not like you really need the damage output. Maybe it's better to run Copper Sulfate, so I might take that back. We'll see. And does he have anything else? Deals heavy, curse to all enemies. The curse might be better to run than burn and poison. Anything else? Oh, you have a AoE stun. Okay, so this got tougher to figure out what do I want to run. The more I think about it, you know what? Maybe we can do without the single stun. Just because you have the single CDA, you could probably rely on Roots for the dodge area monster. I guess if there was 2 dodge area monsters, you could activate cooldowns on one and then double stun the other. So this is the kind of monster that you're always going to be swapping skills depending on the situation. Because there are so many situations where you fight an O'Reilly and a Wormlad. So if you fight O'Reilly and Wormlad, you do Roots against Wormlad to activate cooldowns, and then you do the single stun, the single double stun on O'Reilly. Now you've immobilized both of them, and then you can still do like something else. So, ooh, this monster got more interesting, got a little tougher. Let's also run, I'm gonna replace Boric Acid actually with Boron Flames, not Boron Flames. Wait, heavy, yeah, Curse to Everyone. And this doesn't have any cooldown, so you could use it even if you got hit with CDA. So this is definitely an interesting monster that the skill set, there is never a permanent skill set you'll have. You're always going to swap it to fit the scenario. Let us replace our relics. So if you have Revival Essence, this is a good monster to give the Revival Essence to. I unfortunately don't have it, so I am just going to be rocking the Major Healing Essence. And for traps, if you have Oblation Trap, Mantis Claw Trap, run that. I'm going to rock Oblation Trap, and this is what I'm going to go with. And so yeah, I think if you do want to run a skill, one of the Burn and Poison skills, it actually probably is better to run Copper Sulfate because they do the same effect and you don't really need the fire damage. The fire damage, I guess, is a little useful if you're facing other nature monsters, but I don't think you really need that because in terms of his stats, 3465 power, while it's good, it's not that impressive. His life stat is pretty good, 40,000, and his speed stat 3575. This is tied with the likes of Pure Sight in the dark category, so over on the nature category, pretty darn fast. Great speed stat all across the board. This is the kind of monster you want to give 3 speed runes. Make them super fast. Give them your fastest speed runes. Now, unfortunately, I don't necessarily have the best runes, so I'm just going to be rocking level 7s for now. I will unlock this slot once there is a discount and I can unlock it at a cheaper price, but for now we'll hopefully be able to main them doing this, and let's try some PvP action. Alright, and so let's get right into it. Our first opponent is a triple Sammy team. Talk about a throwback. Unfortunately, those Sammys are way faster than me. If I only had my 3rd slot unlocked, oh well. Let's see what they do to me. A Pestilence and a Pestilence. So this is always a great strategy to do if you know you're going to be slower than the opponent. Bring a monster that has Megaton. That way, whatever the enemy dishes out at you, if they have a faster denier, your Megaton monster will absorb it, and then when it's your turn, you can actually deny. So what should we start off with? Well, since I know all of them are vulnerable to cooldowns activated, we are going to activate cooldowns and make them bleed. So just like that, the bleeding has landed on 2 of them. We are going to summon my warrior back into my monster, Lil Liam, and then we are going to do the curse. And keep in mind, you single target damage 1 enemy monster, but you actually AoE curse. So there we go, the curse landed on 2 of them again. I know they have to recharge, how sad for them. Now notice on this Sammy in particular, the dots have been missing. Luckily it's been landing on them. The reason it's been missing though is because Sammy has Bulwark. All status effects have a 50% less accuracy against them. So what I want to showcase is why that double stun is so important. So check it out. I'm going to use, what was it? This one right here, right? Deals low nature damage to all enemies, apply stun twice. Check it out. Stun twice and everyone got stunned. And then it missed. It's just because that being able to apply stun twice, it just gives it a higher likelihood to actually land, which is why this nature monster, Grakon, is so incredible. He's the first, the first nature monster that I actually think is worth ranking up all the way. His skill set is so diverse, and this is just unranked. Don't even get me started with ranked up skills, which I won't talk about yet because I'm going to wait to actually rank him up, because I want this video to be more of a showcase of what his potential is at level 100. And again, because he's an elite monster, he can actually be ranked up as long as you just have some elemental cells. And hopefully you have elemental cells. Hopefully you haven't been using them on any other nature monster, because let's face it, I don't think there's been another nature monster that's been worth actually ranking up. So I'll do the bleeding, we'll recharge, and let's see what happens. 4,600 damage from the bleed. That Sammy died thanks to all the dots. Let's see, we will do pain. Alright, and then he'll take bleed damage. I think he still has to recharge because the CDA is that powerful. We'll recharge, and look, I will go ahead and do not curse. Let's see if I can stun again. And stunned. Thanks to that successful stun. Awesome. And then the cool thing about having a monster like Grakon that can deny, that can stun and activate cooldowns, is that you also have plenty of DLT damage that you can rely on. So watch, I will activate the curse from my ally. Didn't work, that's fine. I will go ahead and do roots to activate cooldowns again. Right, give myself an extra turn, I'll recharge. I'll recharge again. Sammy has to recharge. I will now do, I don't need to do curse, I will do the bleed. So get hit with the bleed. I would do pesty, so you can rely just on DLT damage. The poison mist, unfortunately, I'll just do dry heat. I know he has to keep recharging. I will try doing... Oh, my ult! I didn't even talk about the ult. Removes positive effects from all enemies, removes 50% of total life from all enemies. That's tight. If there's a Megaton monster, like let's say you're facing Tantirion, and he's rank 1, that Tantirion's actually going to die because he'll absorb the 50% 3 times, so he'll lose 150% of his HP. So that's pretty funny. That could potentially happen. Here, we'll recharge again. I will do Flames for the curse. And unfortunately missed. Here, let's Warrior. Let's do Baron Flames again. And there we go. Awesome. So first battle was a success. I'm going to change something up just to kind of showcase that I can rely more on some DOT damage. So specifically because... Nice, Maze Coins. Specifically because I have a monster that can activate Curse, I don't need to do Curse on Grakon. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap the Curse skill, and we're going to put the Poison skill. The Poison and Burning. I'll do the one that costs no energy, and we'll try another battle. Let me see. Who do I want to face? Okay, so I'm going to face the base in the middle. I think that'll be a pretty good showcase. Might not win, but that'll be cool. And I'm actually going to swap some things up. Instead of running the AoE stun skill, I'm going to use the single one. And then we'll see how this battle goes. Bloody Roots. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're ready. And then I might as well come in ready to fight. So let me give myself Altus' amulets. And alright, let's do this. I think it'd be smarter to bring my own my own Warmaster Ragnarök, but I think we'll be fine. Alright. So skill mirror, Despicable Beans. Exhausting Mask kicks in. Dwarf Stomp, unfortunately, on my main denier. I must scream. Alright, Oblation Trap, Exhausting Mask. I would do Pain to get rid of my negative effects, to get rid of their positive effects. Recharge, I will reactivate my Megataunt. Alright, single target, got rid of it. Recharge. Alright, so I'm going to start off by using Roots. And I'm going to trigger CDA on Warmaster Ragnarök. So, again, even though Anticipation kicks in, I'm cool because I know his cooldowns are active. Oh, nice, I got Swarm Dragon. I don't need it, though, so I'm not going to use it right away. My rack has no stamina, so I'm good. If only this wasn't Wormlad, I could have showcased the stun, but in this case, I guess I'll just go ahead and do Burn and Poison. So check it out, Poison and the Burn Mist, unfortunately. That's all cool. I am going to go ahead and do, let's see, what should I do? Death Moratorium? Pestilence? I'll do Pestilence. So, Poison Bleeding, awesome. Restore the Dream, that's unfortunate for me. Death Door, okay, so now I know he's running Death Door, I gotta be careful of that. Alright, I'm going to do Curse of the Pharaoh for the Curse. Curse of Nightmares, awesome. I'm going to activate cooldowns and do Bleeding. Okay, awesome. So, recharge over there. I'm gonna summon my Warrior. Triggers an extra turn, but that's fine. Because I know I can do... Ooh. I can do Burn and Poison, or I can just go for the stun. Let's do Swarm Dragon. Let's remove their life regen, and remove 50% of their HP, and a Poison on top of that. The Naboris' armor kicked in, unfortunately. Oblation Trap kicked in as well. Recharge Despicable Beans. See what Ragnarök does. Oh, Oblation Trap, so he's not gonna be able to do anything. So he'll die with dots if Wormlad can't remove it, and I don't think he can. So let's see what they have. Nightmares, Bleeding, Curse. So look, I don't even have an attacker, and I'm going to be able to win. Shall we apply the burn? I think we should. Should activate cooldowns. I'm Wormlad. I don't need to, actually. So let's do the burn and poison. And the poison landed. Myrak's going to die next turn. I will do Death Moratorium and heal my Dunraw. Wormlad has to recharge. I will do... Let's see, what do you have? When the turn starts... Oh, he's going to heal, actually. Darn it. Let's go Intimidating Roar, if anything. Oh, no, he died. Cool. So, normally Wormlad would be able to res, but look, single target roots. Sorry, Wormlad, no resing for you. And what about Myrak over here? Let's finish off Myrak, actually. Let's double stun. Look, the stun landed, even though Myrak has hardened or tough. So you have to recharge, and now it's a pretty easy battle, right? I should have stuck down a pretty competitive team, and I think it really was all to Grakon, right? Lil Liam, thank you very much. Here, let's recharge. Let's recharge again. Pain can't do anything. Now I'm hoping I have single target attacks. Let's see. Stun twice, all enemies. Bloody Roots. Oh, gosh. Apply stun twice. Maybe I'm not going to win because I don't have single target attacks. Pesty Pain. Yikes. Pain. Let's see, intimidating, all enemies, all enemies. And this is the issue with taking on dodge area monsters. Do you see the issue? Yikes. Recharge. Pesty. Oh gosh, so it's funny because I'm actually not gonna win because I don't have single target attacks, which is why bringing a warmaster Ragnarök would have been smarter. So if anything, watch, I can do roots, activate cooldowns on Wormlad, trigger an extra turn on Ragnarök, which is completely fine. Does dwarf stomp, that's cool. I can, oh actually I can't because you just activated that. Well, I'm not gonna bother with this battle, but you get the idea, right? Even against a dodge area monster, even against a really tough competitive team, like this was a tough competitive team, I was able to win. Well, I didn't win, but that's because I brought Sammy, who I really shouldn't have brought anyways. But essentially, Grakon carried the team, right? And I just synergized by bringing a dodge area monster just because I know the opponent is faster than me. It's all about synergy. So if you're free to play and you bring a Grakon and you can compete, you know, like you're gonna fight a fast monster, it's okay. Bring a dodge area monster. Hopefully you have Centurion. Bring Centurion. You'll do it. Trust me, you'll be able to manage. Let's see. Who should we try? Let's refresh. Let's see. Refresh again. Oh, that base on the left might have been a good base to take. I think the 130 base on the left is fine. So let's try this one on. And lots of high level runes, but I think we'll be good. So my Dunraw takes the first attack, and then I can just activate cooldowns on everyone. Bleeding. So cooldowns on everyone. I will summon a warrior to myself. I will do the burn and poison to all enemies. So now they have bleeding, they have burn, they have poison. Look at the damage output just from those 3 dots. And that was all thanks to my Grakon, to Lil Liam. And then I have another dot, which is Nightmares and Curse. Thank you, Dunraw. Look at the damage Ursus is about to take. It's going to take a ton of damage. 63k damage just from dots alone. Nice. And then I can keep activating cooldowns, right? Brutes. Awesome. Major Healing Essence. Heal my monster. Do I need to stun anyone? Not really. Well, actually, I think this monster may have a 0 cooldown skill. So I'll go ahead and do it. To be honest, it doesn't matter. He's going to die with all the dots. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some extra dots with Pestilence. Bleeding. And look, 23k damage. Recharge. I'll do Gates. And then, let's see. Bleed. Bleed was already thanks to Sammy. 78,000 damage. And very little stamina to boot. We'll do Pain. Avenging Energy Staff, whatever. Like, a lot of my skills are very low stamina cost. And this one, if this was an artifact monster, just the fact that I can spam the Burning Poison, that's pretty nice. Alright, we'll do Death Moratorium. This is just going to be a pretty boring battle now because I'm taking on an artifact monster. Which, again, I'm bringing Sammy, but really I should bring someone else. If I could have brought Ragnarök, I could just Death Door easily. We'll do that. We'll recharge. We'll just throw whatever low damage skills we have for fun. Doesn't cost any stamina. Recharge, Pain, and I can keep activating cooldowns. That's the cool thing with Roots. With my other skill, Samurai Warrior, give myself a little attack boost, 9,000 damage, Dry Heat, and there we go. Success! Taking on powerful teams with Grakon. I gotta say, my personal opinion, the best nature monster currently in the game. Definitely worth ranking up. For anyone wondering, for anyone asking, he is worth ranking up. Once again, if you have any single nature cells, I have 713. They should all go towards that monster. They seriously should, right? It takes 120 to go to rank 1, 150 to go to rank 2, 290 to go to rank 3. Alright? Hopefully you have your nature cells saved up because, like I mentioned, there hasn't really been any nature monster worth ranking up. So hopefully you have them and you can use it on the powerful monster like this. And then later on you will see some... You'll see some videos of him at rank 3 because I am planning to rank him up, of course. So, let's take on the middle base. Hornet, what's his face? O'Reilly and a random rock Antium. Immune to torture, immune to control. That's a lot of immunity. I don't like that. Alright, anticipation and dodge area. So, 2 dodge area. So for now, we are just gonna go ahead and recharge. I don't want to do anything. We'll do Pesty. Alright, so that takes care of 1. We will do Gates. And we'll go from there. Fun Dungeons. Dunraw will absorb it all. Exhausting Mask. Charging Banner. Blind Corners. That's fine with me. I'm going to recharge again. Don't need to do anything. I am going to do Pain to get rid of my negative effects. Awesome. Alright, and then I think still has anticipation, but that's cool. Alright, so let's see what they have. I think the only thing that would make Grakon better is if he has a skill that removes positive effects. But hey, we can talk about the rank skills later, right? Let's do dry heat. Alright, and let's start showcasing some stuff. So, immune to control and medium shield immune to torture. So we can do roots on O'Reilly. Well, he has no stamina, but just showcasing what he can do. So cooldown's activated, and then we can do stun twice to one enemy, and then he is stunned. So that's the kind of like possibility you have with this monster. Let me summon my warrior. This is so cool, but in this case, dodge area monsters, so it's not like I have pierce or anything, so I can't actually hit them. So we'll just activate. I will do it anyways, just for showcasing. Swarm Dragon, Poison, Rockantium will die, and this is one of those situations where I brought a bunch of I wasn't thinking about the battle going in. The fact that I'm taking on so many dodge area. Again, like, I don't know why I have Sammy. He was just kind of there on the team. I really should have like a warmaster Ragnarok. It would be so much easier, so much faster. It has turn transferring, has everything. So let me design a team specifically that can take down like dodge area monsters, because I haven't been doing a good job of showcasing that. So the base right now is a really good example. The base on the left, Helgudin dodge area, Wormlad dodge area, and then just a Ragnarok anticipation. So let's change my skill set to fit that scenario. So Bloody Roots I'm still going to keep. Copper Sulfate I don't need. So let's see. I don't need the AoE Curse. I don't need Acid. Curse to one enemy. That I need. Burn and Poison to one enemy. That I need. Spammable even if I get hit with CDA. So let's run the Burn and Poison. Let's run the single stun. And Roots. So here we go. Gives one extra turn. Yeah, this is perfect. I could run... I'm going to keep this just for Ragnarok purposes. So there we go. Skill set is good. Let's switch you for Warmaster. Where are you? I forget what your special base. Let's swap you out for Warmaster Ragnarok. I don't even need to look at my skills really. No more failures. I think we're good to go. And let us take on the base on the left. So now my skill set is more designed toward dodge area teams. So let's do this. What do you have? Nothing of interest. So we will go ahead and just do an Archangel's Blessing for fun, just to protect myself. Alright, let's get into it. So we are going to do... Oh wow, I got lucky. So I don't need to do roots on Ragnarok. We're going to do roots on Wormlad, because I know what can Wormlad do? He can remove positive effects. So we're going to do, with Restore the Dream, we're going to activate cooldowns. Ragnarok will get an extra turn. That's completely fine with me. Does Archangel's Blessing. Again, I activated cooldowns. It's not like that can be cleared. So I'm fine. This monster can attack me. I don't want to get attacked. Let's go ahead and double stun. And now he is stunned. Or she is stunned. Sorry, Helgudin. So look, I mobilized 2 dodge area monsters with Grakon. Alright, Skill Mirror. Here, I can absorb that, so I'll do Gates. I will do Death Door. No, I'm not going to do Death Door. You know what? Let's trigger the... Let's give myself 2 turns. So no more failures. Alright, Recharge. So what do I want to do now? Burn and Poison or activate cooldowns. Let's go ahead and do the Burn and Poison on Wormlad. Awesome. And let's go ahead and do I have evasion? Oh, immune to control. It worked out so wonderfully. Let's do the burn, and let's actually do, let me think. Let's actually stun Ragnarok so he doesn't do anything too risky. So look, remember, I activated cooldown on Wormlad, so he can't do anything. Dark Submission, that's fine. Let's attack Ragnarok with Death Door. Alright, what do I want to do now? Let's do Roots on Ragnarok, because Anticipation is going to kick in. But like I said, even against monster Anticipation, you can single target activate the cooldowns. And you know what? Let's go ahead and stun Helgudin again, so Helgudin doesn't attack me. You know, let's activate Curse and Nightmares on Ragnarok. Awesome. Masterwork Armor, that's cool with me. I don't really care. Ablation Trap kicks in. Major Healing Essence kicks in. I will recharge. I think it's time that we... do I want to activate cooldowns on Ragnarok again? You know what? Let's hit him with a Burn and Poison. They both landed. He already has the Curse and Nightmares. Awesome. 10k damage. Has to recharge. And then Wormlad is still taking damage. I think I could probably do Roots again if I need to. Here, let's attack Ragnarok. Awesome, awesome. Let's hit him with a Dry Heat as well. Awesome. Let's see. Stun twice. Poison. You know what? Let's go. I can't stun Wormlad, unfortunately. I can stun this monster. No, I can't. Immunity to stun. So I guess the smartest place to activate cooldowns on Ragnarök. So we'll do that. So Ragnarök is dead anyways. Wormlad, Righteous Evil, that's fine. I will do no more failures onto my Grakon, Lil Liam. And look, let's activate the cooldowns on Wormlad. And let's continuously stun over here. Let's go ahead and poison and burn since I know you can't restore the dream. And this is kind of how you design a team to take on like a double dodge area team. It is wonderful, it is beautiful. They like this is fantastic, right? Let's go ahead and burn and poison. So now Helgudin is burned and poison. My relics are helping out my Dunraw stay alive. So good synergy here with a Megatop monster and a monster like Grakon. And again, like this is completely unranked. This is an elite monster. This is not a Forsaken monster. You can rank this monster up with cells. So that's gonna be fun to do. Let's activate cooldowns. Didn't even need to. What do we need to do? Poison and burn again for fun. Let's go ahead and just death door. Sorry, Dunraw, we're not gonna revive you. Let's deal some extra damage. Done, and DOT damage, and there we go. Successful victory. In my personal opinion, this is by far the best nature monster that's been released to date. 100% use your Elementium, use your nature cells on him specifically. Level him up, rank him up. Getting him to rank 5 would be ideal, right? When you have dodge area, he becomes on a whole different level. And not to mention, when we talk about the ranked up skills, like what he has, removes all negative effects from allies, removes positive effects from all enemies, poison, and curse. Wow, that can definitely replace the single curse skill, right? That's just a rank 1. 120 Elementium or nature cells, definitely worth it. Or removes positive effects from one enemy, activates cooldowns, and stun to all enemies. Fantastic, fantastic skill right here. You're removing positive effects, right? You're activating cooldowns, so against a dodge area monster. And then you're stunning everyone else? Wow. Or how about this one? Single mega stun, immediate extra turn at rank 3. Or this one right here, no rest for the wicked. Trait disable everyone, heavy nature damage, stun and poison to everyone. Beautiful. Like, and again, feel free to rot. You can mega stun, like even against an anticipation monster, you'll mega stun it, so the anticipation will kick in. They're gonna be stunned. Against a dodge area monster, if it's not Wormlad that you can stun, and O'Reilly, feel free to rot, stun, mega stun O'Reilly, then trait disable everyone and stun. Fantastic monster, 100% worth ranking him up. This is the kind of monster you're gonna see rank 5 a lot of. He's definitely meta. He's game-changing nature meta type monster. If you have level 10 runes, give him level 10 runes and rank him up all the way. With that being said, once again, a huge thanks to Liam. And everyone, go out there and get your Grakon. You know, you just need to complete the season pass. Even if it's free to play, complete the season pass, you'll get this monster. Use nature cells, rank him up. This has been a monster review on Grakon. Let me know what you guys think about him in the comments below. Thank you very much, and I will see you all next time.